For today's quiz, we have a 6-volt battery and a 6-volt light bulb. That light bulb takes about a ½ amp of current to illuminate. Our question is, if we have an ammeter and I were to connect that in parallel, what's going to happen to the light bulb and or the meter? Here's what that quiz looks like. I'll hold it up now. As always, write down your prediction, why you think that prediction is true, and also list your confidence. All right, let's go over some student predictions. First of all, some students will say, there's no problem here. An ammeter will read the current, and if it's a 500 milliamp bulb, and this is set to 500 milliamps on the scale, it'll simply read 500 milliamps, no problem. Other students will say, no, this ammeter is hooked up incorrectly, it just won't read anything. And some students sense there's a problem, but they're not really sure why or what's going to happen. So let's go over what actually happens. All right, so if I have my bulb going here, and I'll connect the front side first so we can see what's happening. And I'm just going to touch the ammeter, which is connected here. And I'll just touch the back of the other terminal. We'll see what happens. Watch the scale, watch the bulb. You could see the bulb goes out. At the same time, this meter absolutely pins. It's trying to go way past that 500 milliamp scale. So why is this happening? Well, I'm going to turn this off so I'm not blinded anymore. If we think about what an ammeter is and I have one here, and I could take off the back. An ammeter is simply a wire that's going to a galvanometer. We call these little things shunts technically, but that's all it is. It's a wire. It would be no different if I were to take, and let me move this meter out of the way now. I'll just take another wire like this, and I'll simply put it across the terminals, one on each side, one on the back, one on the front, and you can see this simply causes the bulb to go out. This is called a short circuit. The reason for that is a light bulb has some resistance. This wire has very little resistance. It's like a traffic jam. You have a lot of charges that are bouncing around, especially when that light bulb is hot. The resistance might go up 3 or 4 times what it was when it was cold. Imagine being in a traffic jam with all that chaos, and then suddenly there's another way around. That's what this wire is. The charges would much rather go through this nice, uninhibited pathway than try to get through the chaos of that resistance. And so we call this a short circuit. And that's essentially what an ammeter is doing. An ammeter has a wire, and it essentially is doing the same thing as this wire. Now, we've explained these ammeters work because they have very little resistance in their wire, and then they run a galvanometer in parallel. But that's what happens, short circuit. Ammeters cannot be connected in parallel. They must be connected in series. That's your quiz for today. Thank you for watching another Idealized Science Institute video. We are a nonprofit organization. If you like what you've seen, be sure to like and subscribe. And if you want, leave a comment below. It's helpful to us. If you can financially support us, go to our website and hit the donate button. If you can't, simply by sharing these videos with other teachers and students in your life will be helpful. While at our website, you'll find that we have our Idealized Science Institute book that'll help you engage your students in dialogic discourse. There you'll also find we have a podcast where we break down educational research. We also have long-form lessons. If you're a teacher, you can watch these and go in the very next day and enact these. Along with this, we also have many other resources, including more quick quizzes. So thank you for watching, and we hope to see you in the next one.